Today on the channel, another new release from iFlight. This is the F4X. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a 4-inch X series freestyle quad that can run on 6S. It has DJI O3 on board, dual singular antenna in the back. It has that same XT60 kind of angled plug in the back. It also can put GPS on the back. It already has this little TPU mount in the back for GPS if you want to do that for some range flying. I have TBS Crossfire installed on mine. It also has a GoPro mount for a full-size GoPro in the front, already rigged up. And we have extra thick, durable arms. Now, I have the F4X, but you can also get the F4D, which is the dead cat version, if you don't want to see any props in view. But as long as you put your GoPro in sort of wide mode instead of super view, you shouldn't see any props. But we'll see how that goes in today's flight test. I'm also running some HQ 4x3 props today. We have some brushless motors on here that I'm gonna tell you about a little bit later. Right now they don't have any spec on the side of them. Again, they're like these black branded style motors, but they are from iFlight and they are Zing series motors. We also have some TPU trimmings all the way front to back here, and what makes this one different compared to the IH3 that came out a while back on the channel, you probably saw that review. That is a 3-inch and it's more suitable for range flying, but with sort of DK style GoPro. So if you want to rip a little smaller than a 5-inch, but not as small as a 3-inch, the 4-inch is the one to get. So without further ado, let's go out and fly some freestyle with my Hero 10 on board. Hopefully we come back in one piece, and I'll let you know what I think about this little 6S powerhouse. Here we go.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym I gotta get my reps up. In the gym I gotta get my working. I can't leave it out of chance, let's make it certain. Yeah, I had to lose it all to find my purpose. Yeah, but I won't do that twice, it made me nervous. Let's get to working. I'm like check 1, check 2, gonna get these bands now. Want this, want that, gotta be stand up. Jokes on you, boy, tell me you the man now. Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. Yeah. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. Yeah. Okay, I'm him. Ain't nobody on me shooting in the gym. It's always been on me, I always gotta boom. Everybody eat before I got my fill. Ooh, keep it real, ooh, yeah. I got my family in a plan B. If I don't get it, then we don't eat. I feel the pressure when I'm not weak. My demons coming like a stampede. But trust me, man, I got it. I'm never out of pocket. We ain't never playing tag. You doubters are just nodding. Only seeing green, no wonder why I never stop it. And while you turning up, I just go up like a rocket, yeah.
Alright guys, welcome back from the flight test. This is the F4X box. On the side of the box that you get, it'll say what you got in the box, what you ordered. This is the Nazgul Evoque 6S version with HD O3 on board, F4X Freestyle version, and I got the TBS Nano Crossfire receiver on board, along with the Blitz F7 flight controller, which is super great, 55 amp ESCs, the DJI O3 Air Unit Lite, of course, and we got Betaflight 4.3.2 on board. Inside the box, you get some accessories, you get some extras here. I got some extra stickers, which is cool. These look like new stickers that I haven't seen before, so that's kind of cool. Long Range, Commando 8, Team iFlight, some Zing motor stickers, and some just random iFlight logo stickers. You get your safety card, and you get some extra hardware in the box as well. You get some extra M3 screws right here, some longer ones which look like 6 to 8 millimeter long M3s, and some M2 hardware. These look like maybe camera screws, and some extra frame and body kit screws, as well as the disclaimer series and safety guidelines from iFlight. And I got an extra set of the HQ props. These are 4x3x3 props. The quad itself is weighing in at 357.1 grams with a 6S 1200 battery. This is kind of probably the smallest battery I'd fly on here. The 1050s just don't get you the flight time that I'm looking for. So 553.1 grams, and with the GoPro on board, you're going to get it up to a massive 706.6 grams. Now, price-wise, this quad comes in at around $500 with DJI O3 and ELRS receiver or TBS Crossfire receiver. And like I said before, you can get this one in two different formats. You can get the F4D, which is the dead cat straight across arms in the front version, so you don't see the props in view, or you can get the F4X, which is this freestyle version. This quad also has replaceable arms and that light up iFlight logo on the bottom. Now, other than the LED on the bottom lighting up, it doesn't seem to have any lighting down the side like the original Nazgul series Evoque quads. Although, if you're looking for a more portable, compact freestyle drone with a true X configuration on here and that classic long body design, this thing is looking pretty durable. It looks way more durable than the IH3 that I reviewed a while back. It has everything encased along the side here like the original Nazgul series. It does have the O3 open back here for some venting, which is nice on both sides, but they do have USB-C covers here and on the flight controller side here. I just took mine off. Up front we have a TPU mount for a GoPro, which works out quite well. This quad will, with 6S, power any style GoPro on here you want, whether you want to get the DK's Bone version or the brand new, I believe it's the Hero 12 came out. It's kind of crazy. Not big updates there though, so I'm going to stick with my 10 for now. We also have aircraft aluminum side plates on here with a little bit of silicone dampening, which we've seen previously on a lot of iFlights, starting out with the Chimera 7, so it's good to see that that's here. Our video looked great coming back from our flight test with the F4X. Now, most of our 5-inch series freestyle quads are around the 220 millimeter frame size. This one comes in at 185 millimeters, so that's just quite a bit smaller, and you save a little more weight with this, but you still have some pretty extreme power to weight ratio with this quad size. 4-inch, if you've never flown it before, it flies very similar to 5-inch, but not the same. 3, 4, and 5-inch, they all fly different. It's really weird. Even a 6-inch and a 7-inch fly different from each other as well. Now, as far as the carbon fiber on here, it looks nice. I'm not sure that it's T700. It may be 3K carbon fiber, but it looks like we have 5mm arms, which are a little bit thick and it's great for freestyle. We have around a 3mm bottom plate on here and around a 2mm top plate. So it's a little thinner on the top plate to reduce some of the weight. And as far as flight time goes, I think I was getting around 7 minutes on a 6S 1200 battery. If you want to get the most amount of minutes flight time, I'd probably go with the 6S 1400 at the maximum on here. But keep in mind, if you put the GoPro on there, it's going to kind of reduce your performance. Although the 2205 motors seem to perform pretty good. And speaking of the 2205 motor, let's take a little closer look at that. It does have all black bell, there's no writing on the side at all, and it does have 4 M2 bolts on the bottom of it. So what I suggest when you get yours, take an M2 driver around the whole quad, tighten these up because mine came pretty loose. So you want to make sure that you have no flight controller wobble when you get yours. If these are slightly loose, you may experience some wobble. We also have some struts that stick out on the end of the arms here for a little bit of bash protection, but only on this side in the front and the rear of the quad. So out to the side, not as much. The bell sticks out a little bit here, but you will get some frontal crash protection, which is kind of nice. And you can see again that 4x3x3 prop from HQ here. I don't think this is the most aggressive prop for a freestyle quad. It could be, maybe you could also fly 4x4s on here if you wanted just a little more punch on a tri-blade prop. So, I mean, let's go ahead and break this down. Let's get right into the meat of this review. You know, I think this is a good quad. $500 is not cheap for DJI stuff, but this is pretty much the normal price for anything with DJI O3 on board recently, so you're not unfamiliar with this price. If you were to ask me which one should I get, Justin, should I get the IH3, you know, for a little bit of range flying but kind of lightweight, or should I go for the 6S X version or the dead cat version of the X F4X or the F4 series. I would probably go for the F4 series if I were you. I would probably go for something like this that you could fly with 6S. You could put a GoPro on there. It's going to be hella durable. It doesn't have the flight controller hanging out on the sides, so as far as crash durability goes, you're probably going to get a 5 out of 5 rating for a crash durability. I don't know that there's a lot of other quads out there right now that are quite as durable looking as the Nazgul F4 series. Sometimes a little smaller, shorter arms will give you an advantage when you're going in to crash on things like concrete or any hard surfaces, or if you smack a tree. I have broken arms slam off 5-inch before in freestyle areas where there's pine trees and things like that. So I've also broken these TPU mounts completely off quads. So durability is definitely a factor there. So a little bit lighter weight, but still you're going to get high power with a 6S setup on a 4-inch quad. So you're going to get high performance, great kind of 10-to-1 power ratio here, and probably a lot of throttle down at the low end range. So if you come around from a big power loop, like we did a dive in this review from about a 75-foot tree, it did that with no problem. It came all the way down the tree and it didn't experience any bottoming out, which was really good to see. So the tune is decent, the flight is great, durability is probably 5 out of 5 stars. I would probably give this one an overall rating of like 4.5 stars. It ranks really high as far as something that's more compact and like a freestyle quad. This is not a Cinewhoop by any means. If you want to do cinema, get the IH3. If you don't want prop guards, if you want something portable, if you want a portable freestyle ripper, grab one of these. I think you'll like it. Most people that bought these quads off my reviews years and years ago now that bought Evoque quads are still thanking me, as well as the Mark V and the 4 series. So it's another one that I would stand by this one. I would definitely give it 2 thumbs up and recommend this one to you guys. So if you decide to get it, you'll love it, and it's up to you whether you want to get the DC version, which is the dead cat version, which is more for cruising and range flying and filming, or you want to get the Squashed X version, which I have here. That is the little freestyle beast. So it's up to you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and please do subscribe on the channel. Hop into our Discord as well, where we're all talking about FPV and drones and long-range FPV all the time right here on the channel, guys. I'm Justin Davis. Check out our links. If you grab one, it would definitely support me and help the channel grow. So I appreciate you watching my reviews. Take care, guys, and I will see you on the next one.